Hello, how are you feeling? That's the question today. How are you feeling? It is the new moon in Cancer, and I'm popping in for a Chariot chat. Just dropped the kids off at camp, getting ready to start my day and reflect on the messages that came up last night on our live collective energy card pull for this week ahead. Did our 5-card spread to see what's coming in for us this week. So I'm going to be getting into that, sharing a replay of the live on my YouTube channel. But we go into Marco Polo for my July Empowerment Sharecast. And in there, I record individual recaps for each card and also offer you a personal card pull for your week ahead if you'd like one. So if you're not on there, check it out. Come see us. It's a place where it's kind of tucked away from the noise of social media and the algorithms and all of the things that might keep you from coming across this guidance that's coming forward for us. And this is a big week, so I will be popping in this week over there with some extra guidance and insights as we move through all of the transits and all of the aspects that are coming up this week. It is big, and I'm going to talk about that this morning over there. But how are you feeling? Because Cancer is bringing us into the feels, right? It is sensitive and sentimental and really inviting us in. And as I was just thinking, let me pop on here real quick from the Chariot, I asked for one card and I got the 8 of Cups, except in the Psychic Tarot deck I was using, it says emotional withdrawal. And we see the figure sitting in front of the ocean, and you can tell that the tide is coming in and it's coming close, right? There's water just right there coming in, water being our emotions, our feels, and there's a lot of depth and there's a lot of ebbing and flowing and things that are washing up. But he's sort of in like a prayerful position. So he's very much reflective and coming inside because there's this contemplation before action. And that action is going to be forward moving. So, of course, in that contemplation is reflection, which is what, Cancer is having us sort of reflect back, look back and feel our way through everything that is washing up on our shores, that's coming up as far as, what has been presenting itself as an opportunity in our life, energetically, emotionally, in our relationships, in our interactions, for our healing. And so I get into that in the new moon reading that I have out now. And you may know I have a new moon special offer for today. If you would like to get in on that, I do have a special new moon reading that does that 6-card spread plus overarching energies for the moon and then a personal card for you. But there's this bonus look back to April when we had the new moon in Aries. It was a solar eclipse, and it is connected to the very auspicious occurrence happening today after this new moon, which is the lunar nodes shifting signs. And so this is something that's happening for the first time in 18 months, that's kind of bringing us into some breadcrumbs that are moving forward as far as we're in this moment of reflecting, withdrawing, reflecting, and then deciding how we're moving forward. And so the signs that they're shifting into, Aries and Libra, are going to bring in the energies that will influence that. And so we can look back to that April 20th eclipse for some guidance into what those themes were. So along with the new moon reading and the personal card pull, I'm also including the full reading from April that I did for the Empowerment Pack. And I watched it last night and I was like, okay, this is exactly what I talked about this weekend. So it was kind of crazy. Some real breadcrumbs, because not only that, but things happen. And I was on the live last night and I recorded upstairs in my bedroom, and I set it all up. I have the cards I pulled ahead of the live, and then I bring, the deck so that I can offer personal card pulls. So I go, okay, let's get into these personal card pulls. And I look down and my deck is not there. I forgot to bring my deck up. I'm working with the beautiful Tarot of Oneness this month by Robyn Voisey. And on the fly, and it's not as if there were no other decks. I'm literally surrounded by my my deck collection. I had to pick one on the fly, so I look around and I saw the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed by Lalania Simone, and it's amazing as well. And I said, ooh, I know we love this one. Let me get this one out. So I get out that deck, I start shuffling, and I pull a card for someone, and I'm like, I just saw this Knight of Wands. Where did I see this Knight of Wands? Well, turns out in April, at the time of the Aries solar eclipse that we are being connected to here, as the ebbing and the flowing is bringing us back into, that's the deck that I was using in April. And that's one of the cards that came up in that new moon spread. So all kinds of breadcrumbs about this echo, you know, this coming around again, this, you know, again with the tide washing back in, were brought back. So the question is, you know, thinking about around that time in April, what was coming up for you, again, being a little bit of a breadcrumb trail to what you might expect as far as themes for you over the next 18 months. So it's the 17th, so I made it $17 to get in on the empowerment pack, new moon reading, personal card pull for you, and a bonus whole other reading taking us back to April. So there's some powerful messages in there if you're interested. I want to put it out there because once I get into my day, it's going to get crazy, and I want to be able to connect with everyone who would like to view this guidance and have their personal card pull. So yeah, just kind of decompressing from the weekend, from all the message. It was a busy weekend as far as tuning into everything, and it's bringing up a lot of feels. And so if you're finding yourself deep in your feels today, you know, one of the key themes is just being gentle and nurturing of self, and just understanding that, you know, when you are feeling this energy, you're right where you're supposed to be. You're in tune with what is streaming in. So I like to take comfort in that when things are feeling a little overwhelming, you know? So if that's where you're at, be there and allow it to just be. And then again, there's this emotional withdrawal of like calling it back into ourselves so that we can feel it, heal it, and then release so that we can move forward into the new. So much happening today, but I wanted to just pop in here from behind the wheel of the Chariot to get a little alignment myself, because I've been feeling it too. So I hope that you have a beautiful new moon. Sending you guys much love, many, many blessings, and do check out, I'll post later when the recaps are up on Marco Polo, but you don't want to miss, just join my free Sharecast and you can come over and see everything and be notified in your time so that we don't have to do this whole mess where nobody sees it. So thank you guys for being here. Have a beautiful week. Much love.